Yo, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm KB or Kev, but most people call me KB. I'm Bourbon and Biceps. You can find me on Instagram at Bourbon and Biceps. And so, hey, glad you guys tuned into my channel today, man. Just coming with y'all. I'm at the house. I'm chilling. Pandemic going on. Ain't really got much to do as far as stuff going on. I mean, you really can't do a whole lot. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about trying to stay in shape during this pandemic and some things that you could do to stay in shape. It's hard right now because all the gyms are closed. Most people like going to the gym to work out. In some places you can't even go outside, or they're advising that you not go outside. Some places you can go outside, you can still go to your park or your beach, but they're closing down your parking lot. So if you can't park anywhere, it makes it hard for you to go, but you can still get there, like if you were to like walk or park somewhere away. But anyway, you can't go anywhere. You pretty much can't do anything. Your malls are closed, stores are closed. You need to stay in shape. You want to be able to work out. You want to be able to stay fit. You don't want to get fat or anything or get out of shape during this whole thing. So what are some things you can do to stay in shape? Well, I'm going to give you 5 tips that kind of help me out as going through this whole process, and maybe they'll help you out also. So check them out. Number 1. Okay, so first, you don't want to overeat. That's one of the main things, and that's the easiest way to gain weight. And with a lot more people being home now because they're laid off, they're not working, it's real easy to gain weight because you're going to be eating a lot more, especially when you're home, because your food, you're around it all day. The chances of you eating a lot more increases a lot because you're right there, the food's right there. It's easy to grab. It's easy to be watching updates on the coronavirus on MSNBC, snacking and stuff like that. So it's easy to do that. And that's how you gain weight. So I would say don't overeat. Be mindful of how you're eating, be mindful of how much you're eating, the portion sizes you're eating, things like that, because a lot of that stuff's important. So the main thing I try to do is I try to make sure I'm not overeating. I'm not trying to make sure I'm not eating a whole lot or eating just to be eating, because it's easy to do that when you're just sitting around. So don't overeat. Reason number 2. You want to make sure you practicing some kind of mindfulness or whatnot. People will say meditating or things like that. I just say mindfulness, maintaining your mental sanity, clarity, your emotional state, because hey, we're talking about fitness, and fitness is not all about muscles and lifting weights and protein shakes and all that too. Fitness is also mental. You want to make sure your mental mind state is right as well. So during this pandemic, hey, it's real easy for people to panic, for people to freak out. That's why you see people going into the stores, hoarding all the fucking toilet paper and tissue and hand sanitizer and shit like that. People are scared. People panic, and that's what they do. Speaking of toilet paper, when this thing first really started getting big time, I'm in California, and they were like, oh, hey, we're going to be on lockdown and this and that and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Try to go to the store, there's no toilet paper. Jesus. So I go one morning, and I was able to get the last 3 rolls of toilet paper. There was a lady already on the aisle. She had like 2 in her cart. And I'm like, man, are you kidding me? And the store had just opened. She's like, yeah, I know. So I was like, man, I don't want to, but I'm going to grab these last 3 because I don't know when I'm going to be able to buy toilet paper again. So I bought 3 rolls, still got a little bit left, and we're going to have to replenish soon, but it should be all right. Not worried about it. We'll be able to find some. But yeah, maintain your mental sanity. Maintain your mental fortitude during this time. You don't want to go crazy. You don't want to fall off the deep end, and that's real easy to do. People are panicking. People are scared. People are dying. It's really serious. This is really serious. No joke, and all the bullshit aside, it's really serious. And if you are not taking it serious, you need to, because people are dying left and right. And it's not just older people that are dying. It's younger people that are dying too. So please be safe and watch yourself and all of that. And keep your mental mind state right. You want to keep your mental fitness as well as your physical fitness during this time, okay? So that's good. Okay, now number 3. So in order to stay in shape during a pandemic, one of the things that you need to do in order to stay in shape is you still need to work out. I mean, because we have a pandemic going on, because the gyms are closed, does not mean you're not supposed to work out anymore. Now, what do you do when you work out? Well, there's a number of things you can do. You can work out at home. There's a bunch of home-based workouts online. I'm actually going to post some workouts as well, home-based workouts, also some workouts outdoors. I've got a slam ball, so I'll do some stuff with that and record it, and I'll post it up so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing and things of that nature. But yeah, you still want to work out. And there's so many things that you can do. Like I said, you can go outside, you can go running, you can do sprints. You can, do HIIT workouts outside with doing jumping jacks, air squats, mountain climbers, burpees, things like that. You got your body weight, push-ups, pull-ups. There's so many things that you can still do to stay in shape and maintain your level of fitness, or maybe even increase your level of fitness. Maybe you can focus on something that you don't normally focus on because the gyms are closed. Like I know for me, I don't focus a lot on doing isolation core exercises. So I know during this time, maybe I can focus on doing that. I can get up in the morning or just sometime during the day, make an effort to get some kind of abdominal work in, whether that's some crunches or other things. But, that's something that I can do. And now that I mentioned it, it's something that I am going to start doing. So you want to go outside, get your workout in. I like being outside because you get the sun, you get the air, and you get all that, and it changes you up from being in the house all day. Because right now we can only go outside supposedly to get essential needs, and they say if you need to get some exercise, walk or jog or do something like that, you can still do that. They said you can still go to the beach. They're not going to have the parking lots, but you can still go to the beach. So you can still go places and that are outdoors. You just can't congregate and be in close quarters with people. So we got to maintain that 6 feet distance. So you're just going to be working out by yourself and doing your thing. And it's fun. I like working out by myself sometimes anyway, or majority of times. But anyway, yeah, go work out outside. Get your workout done outside. You'll have fun. You'll enjoy it. Trust me. Number 4, I got a list. So I'm just making sure I refer back to my list so I don't get too off track. Find things to occupy your time. When you go outside and work out, that's one thing. Watching a series on Netflix. But when I say find things to watch your time, try to find something that's going to develop you, that's going to increase your value to society, to life in general. Learn a new skill. There's all kind of online courses and e-courses that you can take, Udemy or Udemy, however you pronounce it. They have tons of online courses that you can take. And some of them are free, some of them you pay for, but it's all about developing yourself, right? So yeah, things like that. Reading a book. I bought 2 books that I am going to be reading. I got one, actually got it right here, which is called Radical Metabolism by Ann Lewis Gettleman. So I'm kind of reading this book, and it's just a book about your metabolism and nutrition and shit. So I'm gonna read that. And I got another book around here, Thinking in Systems. It's about thinking in systems. So I want to learn that because I'm trying to develop myself and everything. So and I thought it would be a good book to read. So I got that one, but it's called Thinking in Systems. So I'm going to be reading that too after I finish this one. But yeah, see, and something like that will occupy my time. And I like reading, so I can read a book, and next thing you know, hey, 2 hours and passed, and I didn't read a book for 2 hours, and I didn't just kill 2 hours reading a book, but it filled my time. So, and there's other things you can do. Do something that you enjoy, whether if that's playing video games, do that, but find something to occupy your time. That way you're not sitting there eating and munching and doing all that stuff that just comes natural to a lot of us. So make sure that you're filling your time with something that's going to increase your value. So that's what I want to do. I want to increase my value to my family, my friends, to you guys, and everything. And that's what it's all about, increasing your value to the world. And this is just part of me doing that. So hopefully I'm helping, and I'm trying to do my part. We're all trying to find our way in the world. So maybe think about that during this time. Think about where you want to be, in life. Think about, your future. How do you see yourself? And, try to work on that during this time. I think God is putting us through this to kind of, bring some more perspective to our lives, and to kind of us to, see what's important, you know what I mean? So, and we need to do some deep work and develop ourselves, because, there's too many of us out there that's not living up to our full potential. So I'm hoping a lot of this time gives me the opportunity to do that. Okay. Reason number 5. You need to get everything that's in your kitchen that is bad, cookies, all that other stuff. Get your last bites in now, finish it off. If you've only got a few, if you've got a whole bunch, just get rid of it out, because if it's there, you are going to eat it. So for me, one way I know is to help me stay in shape is me not having junk food around, because if I have it around, I'm going to eat it. And for me, once I get started, it's like, hey, where do you stop at? I like chocolate, I like cakes and things like that, cookies and chips. So if I have that stuff here, I am going to eat it. So don't have it around. So for me, it's just getting rid of all the foods that I could easily overeat, that will help me gain weight, that would cause me to gain weight faster. That's basically it. Just basically get rid of all that shit. Get all that shit out of your kitchen. I'm not gonna go too further than that. You can enjoy it every now and again, but don't make a habit of eating fucking 5 candy bars a day. Shit, you're gonna be 50 fucking pounds heavier after this shit's over. Peace.